Hello and welcome back to Helldivers 2 Loadout Roulette. Today's loadout is the SG-8S Slugger. Haven't used this in... God, ever since they nerfed it by making it spread instead of just giving it more fall off or actual damage fall off over range. Stim pistol. I will never complain about the stim pistol, even though I screw up using it 9 times out of 10. When it works, it's great. And the stun again. I'm not too mad, I just don't have any capabilities to blow up anything. So we're relying on the team. Our armor is the PH9 Predator. Peak physique, the melee damage isn't gonna pay out as well as one would hope, simply because I don't have a melee weapon. But the weapon handling should be good, so can't complain too much there. Pick the Noxious Ranger helmet because this is one of the few times it actually kinda goes together. And I always love skull motifs. I'm a sucker for them. I could have gone with the actual Predator helmet, but that's just putting a set together and that's not special at all. And then we have the Mark of the Crimson Fang cape, which is also part of the set, so 2 out of 3 are the same set, but it's kind of hard to match, like, this kind of camo pattern. Can't remember the exact name of it. But yeah. Our mission, though, is against the terminids, so I will see you in the mission. So this is a pretty light build. Kept having to do, like, random blitz missions and stuff. I just joined people and it was like, nope, you get blitz. I'm like, come on. But our call-ins are the Eagle Airstrike, Orbital Napalm Barrage, Rocket Sentry, and Anti-Tank Emplacement. So it isn't the best, but it also isn't the worst. Oh my god. I wish these guys would leave me alone. I'm also doing this on... Oh, this is Tier 8. I did not know we picked Tier 8. I was gonna say we're doing like Tier 7s because I was getting stuck with a bunch of randos who were like level 7 and 8 and 10 and stuff at Tier 6, and I'm like, this kinda sucks. I would like you to play at a lower level till you have, you know, some stuff unlocked. Because these guys are like 150 and I think like 120 something. I feel bad since I'm sitting here running, you know, an absolute goofy goober build. Okay, aim assist. I didn't need you to pull on the Shrieker, but whatever. Yeah, the Slugger needs some buffs desperately. This thing kinda sucks. Also doesn't help, I'm just getting, like, charged down. But it's just... when I'm shooting a guy in the head repeatedly, and it's just like, oh, ow, ooh, oof. It's like, come on, game. Be reasonable here. Oh, this dude's just... yeah, he might as well just chew up his mech's shots. Right now there's a ammo penalty thing, or not ammo, fuel penalty. So, oh, cool. No, it didn't explode, cool. But so the vehicles have like a 2-minute timer. Oh yeah, we get a free HMG, I forgot, because of reasons unknown. Yeah, this thing... I don't know about you, but a slug shotgun, especially in instances like this where it's like to the face, a slug shotgun to the face should kill you. You know, I'm not even arguing realism, I'm talking you're taking like a how many gram chunk of metal screaming into your forehead. that tends to put you down lightning fast. I get the feeling this anti-tank emplacement's not going to get much play. Because its main role would have been to pick off the Shrieker towers, but I just couldn't get a good shot lined up. And I can't even throw a grenade because I have stuns.
Sending in an eagle. Reinforcing.
I wish they need to get weapon modding in soon, because this scope is a little heavy for a slug shotgun. Especially when, like I said earlier, they nerfed this ages ago by giving it spread. I still love that. I remember their exact verbiage where they had said it's because it was performing and being the best sniper. And every person who saw that said, why don't you just put damage fall off at range on it then? And instead there's like, no, it's just gonna spread. The damage is the same. It still has long range damage. It's just inaccurate. And it's like that. If you're going to nerf its range effectively, then at least in that sense, then you need to up its damage. Because you didn't really solve the problem, you just kind of made a roundabout issue. I don't know, I've never understood Arrowhead's decision-making process when it comes to buffs and nerfs. Mostly because their nerfs come off as the most brain-dead decisions I've ever encountered. Hey, there's a emplacement I can take out. I just need time to get into position and hit it. Okay, game, I thought I had that. I swear I've had that ready and it just keeps, like, shitting out on me. Hey, I don't have to care about that emplacement anymore now. I love physics on corpses, it's so fun. It isn't inconvenient and extremely inconsistent at times. Yeah, or like when I was stepping weird and it made me tuck my gun. I swear they have a major disconnect in how they want this game to work. Because stuff like that feels like they were like, oh, we want to have it kind of realistic. And then they just turn around and do stupid things. And unrealistic things. And then they're like, oh, but more realism though. And then they just go back to doing something realistic. And it's this vicious cycle that neither side of the studio understands the other or understands what's going on. And I know I sound like I'm just super grumpy about it, it's just, you see it long enough and you're just sitting here going, okay, how have you guys gone a year and not managed to, you know, get your shit together as a studio? What people said, I think is really true. I really think Pillistet is the only one holding that studio together, and without him, they're just gonna, like, wander off and do just a bunch of stupid things. Why did you have to call him in there? I could airstrike the position. And I really don't feel like airstriking a friendly. Oh, that's where they're all coming from.
Requesting air support.
Returning to destroyer for resupply.
Heavy. Northwest.
Heavy, north, 50 meters.
Calling down a sentry.
Orbital inbound.
Okay, rocket turret. Don't prioritize him. Shoot everything else around me. I wish I could make heads or tails of the AI. Sometimes it's just like,
Got equipment.
hey, aren't they supposed to prioritize heavy units and vehicles first? So why did they pick the random trash mob? It's like, nah, I need to kill you. Once again, my bet is they spaghetti coded, or they have some spaghetti code, and they broke AI again. It's a problem I've been seeing a lot. My brother, I was talking to him because he plays like Madden and the college football one that came out. And we were talking about the college football because he said, yeah, some of the challenges don't work again. And they broke and all this stuff. And I'm like, really? I've heard about this happening like 4 times already. And I had said, so does this get worse as the year goes on? He goes, yeah. At the beginning of the year, nothing broke. I said, oh, so it's just spaghetti code. It's literally their updates stacking on top of their updates, causing
Acquired.
issues because they're conflicting with each other.
Marking location.
Which sadly doesn't even shock me.
Thank you. Dropping package.
How about a nice cup of liver tea?
It's the curse of live service, and I don't think enough people
Sending in an eagle.
and enough studios understand that.
Say hello to democracy.
They don't really grasp that you have to really be on top of your updates, and you need to be consolidating debt constantly. Because otherwise you run these risks. Warframe did it just fine. I remember one time they did an update, and they're like, oh yeah, we're fixing a bunch of stuff and removing junk we're not using anymore. I swear it dropped 10 or 15 gigs.
Calling in orbital strike. Requesting orbital strike. Thank you.
And that just happens to be, the power of consolidating technical debt.
Requesting sentry.
I'm sorry. Reinforcing.
He just got direct impacted with that rocket. I know it. Just based on where that went. I was like, oh, it tried to hit one of the little garbage bugs again, didn't it? Yeah, I really think the only good shotgun, or at least the good pummelers at this point, is the cookout, the incendiary. Because because the slug is just not performing. I wonder if we're going to get... I mean, it all ties back to weapon modding again, but I wonder what we're going to get to really round out this shotgun and make it not garbage.
Found something!
Bug out,
I do worry, simply because
orbital inbound.
while I am excited for weapon mods, hopefully, in the future, and I think they can add a lot to some of these weapons, I'm afraid that it's going to become a matter of Arrowhead doesn't balance guns and just goes, oh, use the weapon mods to make up for our poor mistakes and poor design choices. And then, as a player, your bad weapons become good, and your good weapons become better.
Heavy on my position. Sending in an eagle!
Requesting air support.
Because we saw that with Call of Duty. COD got really bad after they added Gunsmith, simply because you could just pick the good guns and just make them better. Who's really gonna sit down and be like, oh no, I will use the garbage guns and try to make them better, when the dude rocking the 4-shot, 0 recoil, 30-round assault rifle just upped his range and gave himself a 60-round drum.
Calling in orbital strike.
It's kind of hard to sit there and be like, yeah, this is totally fine. I'm still at like a 6-7 shot kill, and this guy will beat me in gunfights unless I get the drop on him. But you know, smile, like, nah, there's problems. And I'm afraid we're just gonna encounter those same problems here. I would personally hope we don't, but
Calling down a
these days you never know. I know I could be using the nuke, but I also don't want to use that in case someone else needs it. I'm just gonna go join the team. We'll solve this problem later. Oh, never mind. Here, I was about to go, oh, I'll set up my turret here and just start picking off guys. Nope. I don't get that privilege.
I'm bleeding out.
Yeah, I don't like when I can point blank literally have a bug jump thorax first into me and just be like, oh, oof, ow.
Calling in reinforcements.
Oh, I hate those. They always aim for the arms. Also, I wish we'd do something about water. It's kind of weird that it's like, oh, you can, like, doggy paddle for, I don't know, like 20 seconds, and then you're just gonna drown.
Allied destroyer leaving squadron.
Last reload. Reloading.
You know what? I'll take that grenade launcher, my guy. That is far more valuable than you would believe. The MG's cool, and I'm definitely gonna call it back in later, but this is free. And this is all my shots that I need to clear out that nest and make this a lot easier for the team.
Heavy on my
I do wonder what's going to happen
Requesting sentry.
when the bigger air units come in, because we've heard rumblings that there's going to be, I think they're calling it the Dragon, and it's a giant terminid flying unit, which is a cool idea.
bug tunnel breach.
But I'm also like, I don't like that the devs keep leaning on that crutch of, oh, your stratagems are how you fight. It's like, dude, that sucks. Why do I even have guns then? And I feel like this is going to be a situation where they're going to release like an AA launcher. There's been talk of like a Stinger, and that's going to be like your counter, and then everybody's going to be running Stingers, or once again, recoilless rifle takes care of everything.
How'd you like the taste of freedom?
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Yeah, when I get near these guys, I'm calling in a resupply. We kind of need it. I get the feeling everyone else is kind of nervous about calling in the Sief artillery as well. Nobody wants to be that guy.
Requesting fortifications. Calling down supplies. Thank you.
Get him patched up. Oh, he dead.
Liberty dispatched.
Found something. Sample acquired.
Dropping a pin. West, 100 meters.
Calling down a support weapon.
Backpack, inbound. Hold position.
Ooh, sweet. I get a free jetpack.
Affirmative. My leg! For the love of liberty, my leg!
I love when teammates actually give you stuff. Usually people are pretty stingy.
Activating
In a lot of cases, you don't usually need to give stuff to other players, so
I'm on it.
it's interesting.
Careful.
Ooh, a stalwart. I can call in an MG, I don't need to burn another
Sample acquired.
weapon, and grenade launcher's performing pretty well as is.
Reinforcing. Have a taste of democracy.
This guy should be able to get his stuff back. And we got a new guy coming in. Okay, cool.
Allied destroyer joining squadron.
Yeah, if I had the cookout, I would be just roasting all these flyers. They're really just kind of getting me.
Activating jump pack.
Requesting jetpack. Calling down a support weapon.
Ah, my arm! Throwing grenade. Reloading.
Yeah, 5 shotgun shells to the head. You know, I would even trade the damage if it was a guaranteed stagger.
Calling down a sentry. New mag. Objective located. I got the circle. Huh? To the sky.
Dropping a pin. South, far.
You have ignited the torches of liberty. Extraction awaits.
Activating jump pack.
I love how this has become a build of stuff that isn't what I was given. But it does kind of show this loadout doesn't really work. At least if you're accidentally pushed into tier 8.
To the sky.
Now, could it work? Maybe if you got a full team of friends and you're all communicating super well.
Rare sample acquired.
But that said, anybody can do well with friends, because you're all kind of on the same wavelength. You know how each other plays.
Enemy elite southwest. Sending in an eagle.
Rare sample acquired. Requesting air support.
Calling down fly. Calling in orbital strike.
Get some! Get some! My life. Calling in extraction.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Last reload.
Requesting sentry. Calling down a quick lizard. Say hello to democracy. Sending in an eagle.
T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Orbital inbound.
Yeah, I wish it was a little easier. What I think would be a great weapon mod, actually, is like a homing feature where you can aim at a teammate and it takes like a second, but it then locks on. Kind of like the smart gun from Titanfall. Is it a little overpowered? I don't think so. You're not able to fire quickly. You could even make it so it takes like a second to lock on and then you have a longer delay between shots. There's ways you could do it that would balance out, I think, really well.
Have a taste of democracy!
I was about to say, oh, the orbital napalm's doing really well. It always does well. It's orbital napalm.
Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply.
Advanced weaponry!
You know, let's not lie to ourselves. Orbital napalm performs super well. And against bugs, it's even better.
Reloading! Say hello.
That's more or less saying, hey, the meta does well. Back up, my boy.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Don't want to accidentally goop ya.
Keep orbital strike!
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
You're back! Back empty! Reload!
Vulcan 1 arriving at coordinates.
Calling down a sentry! Heavy! Requesting air support! Last reload! Objective located.
Vulcan 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Vulcan
So,
1 begins
that
ascent.
is all for now. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.